Hi, I'm Ferris J, holistic therapist for pets and their people, and in this video I want to introduce you to and demonstrate a technique that can be of tremendous value to your pet and to you if they have a diagnosis of cancer. This technique is called EFT tapping. It's based on tapping on meridian points while focusing on the issue at hand. It's been used with people for many years and more recently with pets. And here's why I love it and I advocate it for pets and their people. Especially with cancer, if your pet has got a diagnosis of cancer, that is really difficult. It's often more difficult for us to handle as people because we run it around in our minds. We get very fearful. We wonder how long our animal has left with us. And unfortunately, that's at the time where we have to make important decisions about treatments. And it's really hard to do that when you are upset and stressed and worried. And that is where I have found in my work that this technique comes into its own, and it's why I want to share it. I want pet parents to be empowered to be the best advocate they can be for their pets, to be there for their pets, to be present, not to be in fear, not to be in anxiety and upset. Because whatever happens with your pet's cancer treatment, whether they go through treatment and they get clear of cancer, whether you're down the road, whether you're looking to alleviate pain, whether you're looking to help their quality of life, you have to be present for them. The more that you can be present for them, the easier it is for them to respond to treatment. Now, I have been saying this in my videos for a long time, and recently I read the book, The Dog Cancer Survival Guide, which I highly recommend, by Dr. Dressler. And I was so pleased to hear him say the same thing, that you are the X factor for your pets, and for you to clear the emotional upset before you start the decision-making process. And that is where I adore this tool of EFT. You can also use it for your pets, for their symptoms, for pain relief. But in this video, I want to do a quick demonstration to show how you can use it for yourself so you can be more present for your pets. Our pets pick up on our emotions. They pick up when we're really anxious, and that affects their healing ability, affects their ability to heal and be comfortable if they're aware of your upset. So do it for them, even if you don't think you need to do it for you. So a disclaimer, this technique, it can sometimes bring up emotions, especially when you've buried your emotions, you've not really been ready to tune into them. So please be responsible for your own well-being if you choose to tap along. If you are concerned that it might be too much to face your emotions, I would recommend tapping with a qualified EFT practitioner such as myself. So if you're happy to tap along now, it really can make such a difference. We're going to do a very, very basic version. I do have a tapping chart of the points on my website. I link to it underneath, so if you'd like to study them first, you can pause this video and do that. But actually it's so simple, just follow what I say and what I do. There are many different ways to do this. I'm showing you a very basic version. There can be more to it than this. So let's go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tap on this series of points. These are acupuncture, they're acupressure meridian points. And I'm also going to be saying statements that I'd like you to repeat. When you focus on the issue through the words whilst you tap, that's kind of where the magic with this tapping happens, where it helps alleviate the fight or flight, and the tapping helps reduce cortisol levels, it helps reduce your stress levels. So I invite you to find out for yourself now. If anything I say doesn't resonate with you, you don't have to say it. You can say your own words. But please know, by a process called borrowing benefits, even if you're tapping along to my words and they're slightly different to what you would say, it will still benefit you. And if you tuned into your pet at the same time, they'll pick up on it and it will benefit them too. So I'm going to show you one simple round of this tapping technique. So let's go. I'm going to breathe in and out through each point as I tap, and I invite you to do the same. This Cancer. My pet is Cancer. And that's really scary for me. That's so hard for me to hear. That's so hard for me to imagine. And it scares me to think what that might mean. Under the arm. I get scared about how long I'll have left with my pet. I'm so worried about whether their health will deteriorate. I'm so confused about treatment plans. It's hard to know what's best for them. And this has shaken my world. Because I can't bear the thought of losing them. And I can't bear the thought of them being in pain. And that is so upsetting to me. But being upset isn't helping me. And it's not helping them. So I'm open to letting go of my upsets and fears, so I can be strong for them. So I can be clear-headed for them. So I can be clear about a path forward for us. So I let go of my fears now, with my intention. I release and let them go. And I open up to possibility. I open up to the possibility of recovery. I open up to the possibility of them feeling good for a long time. I open up to the possibility of finding treatments that really work for us. So my pet has good quality of life for a long time to come. So I can be calm and enjoy my time with them. So we can have a good life together still. And I let go of any worries and fears and doubts. Anything that gets in the way of that. And I choose to be calm and clear now for them and for me. So take a breath in and out. And you can check in again to see, do you feel any different than you did when you tuned in at first? when you were thinking about their condition, about the cancer, about what that might mean. Usually when people do a round of the tapping like this, it helps reduce their anxiety and reduce their fear, so they can be calmer, so they can be clearer. If by any chance it's actually spiked up emotions or brought up an emotion you didn't know was there, keep tapping through that emotion, just keep tuned into it, and it should clear. I really invite people to try this technique. Try it out every day for a week. When you get fearful, when you get upset, when you get overwhelmed about their condition, stop and do just a couple of minutes of this tapping and see the benefit. Now, this technique can also be used to help your pet's symptoms, to help with pain relief, to help with quality of life. And I have a free video series showing how to use it for and actually tapping on your pet over at my website, www.ferrisj.com, and I leave a link to that below. I invite you to try this technique. I want to share it with people worldwide to help empower you to be there for your pets and you to help their pets. So thank you ever so much for watching. If you want to know more about my work, I help people and pets with this worldwide. Visit my website. Thank you again for watching. Bye for now.